We got 8 Dub in the building on the Bob Report. It's the first time, man. Red Dawg is his pops, and now he here. How you doing, 8 Dub?
Good.
Now, you was giving your pops a little bit of advice on how to conduct this camera. Now you got to practice what you preach. So, where you been?
I've been around. I've been in really everywhere. You know, I be in Dallas most of the time, but when I ain't in Dallas, I'm in Eastwood.
You are now tuned into the Bob Report. Your rap career, you've been one of those guys that whenever you do pop out or put your mind to it, you tend to go far, but the inconsistency will be the reason why anybody would say that Dub isn't the biggest in Texas right now.
Yeah.
Could you explain to us why you'll go hard and then we won't hear or see from you or see you anymore?
I mean, honestly, I ain't really went hard yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, not yet have I put my all into the music as I should. You know, my people around me, my pop for one, he one of them. You know, they tell me all day, every day, why I ain't dropping, what I'm doing, you know. But I don't know. I guess I kind of just got a little stubborn, I guess. You know, it came so easy for me. Like, when I dropped my first song, it instantly, I told my homeboys, I'm like, all right, look, I don't want to be one of them try-hard rappers, you know. I wanted to come a little smooth. I wanted to make it seem, you know, smooth. I'm like, if I don't at least get 5,000 views in the first week, you know what I'm saying, then I ain't gonna rap. I want to at least get that, and I keep going. So when I said that, I dropped the song, and the song ended up hitting 30K in a week, you know what I'm saying, which was far more than I was even expecting or wanting. So after that, I just been dropping, and it just been running up from there. So, you know, it was.
What was your did you have any inspirations from any rappers in Fort Worth? Any, like, did you look up to any of them?
Nah, I wouldn't say that, because I like the rappers outside the city, you know? Like, I always used to like Money Man. He used to rock hard, you know? And then when I was younger, I ain't even really listen to young rappers at all. Like, I was riding around my pop, he got them 12s or them 15s banging in the trunk. We listening to that Zero, you know, that stuff like that. So I wouldn't really, back in the day, I never really listened to Fort Worth rappers at all. I ain't even really like the young style of rap, the new style that's coming.
What motivated you to start rapping, Dub, when you made your first song?
Just because, you know, my homeboys, my people around me, like, I was that type of guy. In my days growing up, you know, it was cool, you know, we in there freestyling, and, like, I was always a good freestyler. Everybody was freestyling, you know, and I was the main one freestyling. When I start freestyling, everybody be quiet, and they listening, you know, till I stop. Ain't nobody trying to cut me off, you know what I'm saying? Just because I was going so dumb, especially in them times, you know, I'm talking about middle school days, like back in 2012, and you know what I'm saying, them days. So it's like, I was freestyling, I was going dumb, and everybody, they loving it. All the niggas, we turning up, you know, and everybody just like, people, even from them days, people been telling me like, rap, fool, you need to drop, you need to rap. And then another thing, like, I always been fly. I always been a young fly nigga, so when I pull up on these females, go to their houses and stuff, you know, they uncles, like, you know, older guys, they always used to come out. Hey, man, hey, you a rapper? You a rapper? You look like a rapper. Like, I heard that so many times. Like, people always thought I was a rapper because of my image, you know what I'm saying? And I used to take it offensive back in the day, though. Like, cause I ain't like that. I'm like, man, I ain't no rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't no cap-ass rapper, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'm a trap nigga. Like, that's how I used to look at it. And that's how I used to, so I used to take it offensive when them older guys was like, you a rapper, you know? you look like a rapper. I'm like, man, what you mean? You feel me? I'm a trapper.
So before you even dropped your first song, you already had popularity um, in your age group.
Yeah, cause I always been, like I said, a fly nigga. I'm the type of nigga that niggas wanna be and bitches wanna fuck. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you that type of nigga, rapping will be easy for you. You know? Like, and I tell my niggas that all the time. If you really wanna be a rapper or you wanna be somebody famous in general, just be the type of nigga that niggas wanna be and be the type of nigga that females wanna be with. You know what I mean? And it'll work out for you.
When you lay your raps down, Dub, do you write or are you coming off the top of your head?
I never wrote a song. I always freestyle, come off the dome, you know. And with that being said, my pop actually, you know, he support my rap, but he know I can go harder, like with any song. So, and you know, he always been one of them dads, like he hard to please. You know, you got to come with something really super extravagant and make him just like, I like that. You know, like, which he gonna tell me like regardless. Cause he a good pop. He gonna lead me the way. But at the same time, I just know, cause I know my pop. You know, he want me to go harder, and he always tell me like, man, write. You need to write. You know, but I never listen. I always just, you know, do it how it come off. I just freestyle.
How do you feel about we'll say the DFW rap scene in a whole, Fort Worth, Dallas, all the surrounding little cities? What's your take on that, man? And where do you see? Where do you fit in at?
I ain't gonna lie. To me, it's really, I mean, it's kind of garbage. You know what I'm saying? Because not the music wise, because it's a lot of talented people. Everybody doing their thing, they going hard. But meaning like publicity wise, like, you know, how known we is and what's really going on and how famous people are around in the surrounding areas, it can be a lot more crazier. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I said, we do got some talent. It's just especially Fort Worth. I ain't really speaking on Dallas when I say this, but Fort Worth, like, it's like all we worried about is beef, you know, killing. You know, that's all we know. You know, this murder worth. Not too many niggas is worried about that bag. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they be trying to be. They trying to be worried about it, but it's kind of like the killing. It always comes first. You know what I'm saying? And that's just where we from. So it's like nobody ever get far for real. And still nobody in Fort Worth, even our biggest rappers, ain't really far up there in the industry. You feel what I'm saying?
Do you understand why, or do you think you know why that is? You're a pretty intelligent guy. What do you think?
I mean, we is a small city.
We number 10 in America, size wise. We're not
Yeah,
small
but
at all.
I don't know. I always looked at us like we was kind of small. Just to like everybody know everybody. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really, to me, it ain't big. You feel me? And then
You might be just too big for the city.
And then, like I say, I'm gonna go back to what you just said earlier. Where do I fall, right? See, it was one point in time when I first was rapping, I was really the livest out the city. You know what I'm saying? For sure, I feel like I rap the hardest, you know, but you can't fault me for that because you supposed to. Any rapper, you can ask any rapper that in the city, they gonna say that they the livest, they rap the hardest, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna say I'm the livest because I haven't dropped in 2 years. You know, I kind of be playing with the music. I don't really take it serious. So with that being said, kind of, you know, like everything kind of slowed down, you know, but I still take 20 plus pictures a day. You still got plenty fans, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about my fans, I don't
take 20 pictures a day.
Yeah, minimum. You know, I've been doing that though.
Can you explain what you mean?
Like with the fans.
With people?
Yeah, you know, people always coming up, oh, you know, they want pictures and stuff. And they, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like I was saying, See, you done cut me off. I forgot where I was at.
You say you take 20 plus pictures a day.
Yeah, I'm talking about like after that, I was leading on to something else. But yeah, I'm just. Oh yeah, my fan base, like I got real diehard fans that really fuck with me because, like, you gotta understand how it go. I don't make diss songs. You feel me? I make real genuine music. I just make good music. So anybody that listen to my music is listening to it because it's good to the ears or they like the song. See, that's what a lot of rappers don't realize. Them diss songs, they don't really get you nowhere because, of course, them diss songs always gonna run up the most views. But you can't say them your real fans because they only tuning in just to hear what you gotta say about somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause everybody gonna tune into the diss songs. The ops, you know, nosy people that don't even listen to your music. They just wanna hear what you're saying. All type of people. You feel me? And then, like I say, them not your real fans. When you making diss songs and you trying to make a career off diss songs, them ain't your genuine just fans. You feel me? You see, me, I make real music. So everybody listening to mine is like my fans. You get what I'm saying? They genuinely just like my music.
So you wouldn't consider yourself a drill rapper?
I would say drill rapper.
You think so?
It's just, like, I'm the type of rapper, like, everything I say in my songs is true. You know, I'm just telling stories. You get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't putting names in there. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? Which a lot of people, I'm talking about situations, and I am talking about people when I say certain things. And they know, when they hear it, they know. But I ain't the type of rapper to just put a name in my song. And another reason for that is because them rappers that do that, like, they really ain't on that for real. Like, I feel like if you really want to kill a nigga or something, you ain't gonna put his name in the song, you know what I'm saying? Because when you smoke him, you know, we really trying to get with him, you know what I'm saying? I could tell the story about certain things, but I don't want to put no location or no name in there because, you know, I'ma smoke the nigga if I'm talking about it, you know? And that's how you know most of these rappers that be talking about it, they ain't the one put in that work. Or they ain't the ones really did it because they would have been in prison or they would have been gone just off the fact how they solved the case by itself. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's kind of snitching. I always looked at it like that, you know? I ain't
Dry snitching on yourself in a sense?
snitching on everybody. I feel like if you put a nigga name in your song and even say y'all beefing, you ratting on them. Cause what if you the one end up dead? You feel me? They gonna get that nigga. Cause they know you just said all the, you know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to speak on that, you know? So.
You know, Fort Worth is known for drill rap, beef rap, but I've never heard you or heard about you beefing with any rappers from your own city. How did
Oh
you?
yeah, I done beef with plenty rappers.
From the city?
Yeah, I done punched on some, slept, shootouts, all type of stuff. But the reason you never heard of it because I keep it in the streets. Like I don't even go live and talk about it. We handle it how we handle it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't putting them in the song. I ain't making a diss song. Cause Fort Worth also known for a lot of rap niggas rapping about the bodies and this and that when they ain't even put in the work, you know, and I know a lot of them, you know, and that's exactly how it go. They just rapping about the body, you know what I'm saying? Like they really, you know what I'm saying? And they be building their career off of stuff like that. When whole time, the city know, like, bro, you ain't do that body. You ain't even had nothing to do with that body. That was just a nigga you was beefing with, and he ended up dead, you know what I'm saying? Somehow. Cause probably usually when niggas beef with niggas, damn, you ain't the only one they beefing with. Nigga get into it with a lot of niggas. I'm beefing with the whole city, you know what I'm saying? So one of these niggas done did something to him and smoked the nigga, and now it's like you kinda acting like you had part in it. You feel me? Which you didn't, you know what I'm saying? Because guess what? If he really did, everybody would really know he did. Because if you really did do it, okay, that's one thing. But then you putting it in a song and saying you did it and how you did it and all that, nigga, the laws coming to get you the next day. You feel me? And if the laws ain't come pick that nigga up, then you know he ain't do it. It's common sense. You feel me?
How do you feel about the new Dallas rap scene? A lot of those guys got signed. Um, some of them still get signed.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't really got nothing to say about that. I mean, they cool. They, I ain't no hating type of nigga, so they doing good. That's all I can say.
Gotcha. What can we expect next from you, 88 Dawg?
Definitely expect a lot of dropping. Let me get back in that groove. Like I said, I ain't shot a music video in 2 years. I gotta get back to it, get everything back flowing, get everything back in motion, cause I ain't gonna sit here in front like it hasn't, but it has slowed down. But not cause of nothing like, it's all my fault, you know what I'm saying? I'm the reason it slowed down cause I ain't been dropping, you know what I'm saying? I ain't been putting in no work, I ain't been rapping.
Unreleased music?
Yeah, I got like 100 unreleased songs. I just be making songs, not even dropping them, And I need to get everything back going. Like it was one point in time, and you know yourself, where I had 800 to 1 million streams coming through monthly, every month. You know what I'm saying? 800K to 1 million streams monthly.
That's a fact.
And now it kind of dropped down to we're around 200K streams a month, which ain't too impressive. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't too bad either for somebody that don't drop music either.
And you also know I got 40 million plus streams. You know what I'm saying? All by myself. Everything, it's all facts.
So seeing is that when you do put your mind to it and it does what it does, when you get back going this next time, which will be soon, there shouldn't be any stopping.
Nah, you right. But like I also explained to you before, off the camera, certain things kind of killed the momentum. Like I be trapping and stuff too much. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I be doing side business on my Instagram, so they constantly taking my page. Every time I get my page over 20K plus followers, it gets snatched. You know what I'm saying? So I can't keep an Instagram. That kind of kill some momentum. And then also, as you know, all my views got deleted and went down to zero. All my songs with millions of views. I went to sign this little deal or whatever, and some got mixed up in the system. I ended up canceling the deal, and when I did, and they sent me all my music back to my own platform that I was getting paid off of, they sent it back with everything erased. So basically all my streams that I built up all these years kind of got erased, you know what I'm saying? So that kind of killed my momentum. Even though them songs still going up, they going back to what they was, but like, even like Magic Trick, T4F Flow, like all them songs that's well known, them songs supposed to be at, just on YouTube alone, like, let's say 4 mil each, you know what I'm saying? But if you look now, they barely at 1 million, you know what I'm saying? Because, what y'all don't know, them songs got erased and had to get re-uploaded. That's why the songs say, if you look at the songs, it say, I dropped them songs like 5 months ago. Whole time, everybody know I dropped them songs 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, that kind of killed some momentum. And then another thing that killed the momentum was like, that I don't like about the rapping is, gang unit. Like when I started rapping, like it got real bad with the laws. I can't really live my life and do the things I want to do or what I'm used to do in life to make money or anything just because the laws is constantly on my trail. You know what I'm saying? Like constantly, which they was at first too. But then once I started rapping and I started actually being a public figure, like it got real bad. Like it got real bad, super bad, to where they have to get me every second. To where they sitting at the end of the block waiting on me to leave or whatever it is, And these 4 word laws real corrupt to the point to where like Every time they stop me, they ain't worried about no license, no insurance, no nothing. They come to the car, this is exactly what it is. They come to the car and they call me by my government name. And they tell me, they say, you know the deal. They say, go and get out the car. We just want to make sure ain't no guns and drugs. They say, if it ain't no guns and drugs, you can leave. So it's the same routine every time. They come harass me, they stop me, they pull me out the car, look for guns and drugs. If they don't find nothing, they let me drive off. If they do, you know how that go.
At one point, they was just taking you to jail for a day or two just to take you and then letting you right out.
Nah, and see, they wouldn't let me out now because, you know, I was bonding out, you know what I'm saying? But definitely, they still do that to this day. It's just I gotta move a little smarter, you know? I don't let them get me no more. Like now I ain't riding with nothing, you know? And I gotta move around like the right way. If I gotta move around with a gun or something, I gotta keep my little shooter next to me. You know how it go. I ain't clutching, I ain't doing nothing.
You are now tuned into the Bob Report.